everybody, to What You Need to Know on this Tuesday. It's like the rock version. It's great to have you here with us for More in 4.
Is that what we're doing in season 4? We'll start off like that?
I think I invented that.
Oh,
I just
okay,
want to take
cool,
credit
cool. We'll
for
give you the credit for it, Dr.
There
Jen.
are not that many things that rhymed with 4, so that was me.
It is good to see you ladies.
You too.
Yes, we're having a lot of fun this week so far.
A ton of fun.
We have some big headlines to talk about. This one was really shocking to me. The World Health Organization released a new report overnight on the global impact of high blood pressure. They're calling it a silent killer.
Yeah, they're calling it that. That's been its long since term in medicine, and it really is important for all of us to know about it. So it's a good thing the World Health Organization putting it on our medical headline and radar. So let's talk about their report. They found the number of people living with hypertension doubled over a roughly 30-year period worldwide. This is something, high blood pressure, that affects 1 in 3 adults around the world. Nearly half of those people are completely unaware and oblivious that they have it, hence the term silent killer. 4 out of 5 people with a diagnosis are not adequately treated, which of course is a massive problem as well, and access to care and treatment potentially could prevent over 76 million deaths by the year 2050. So that is a significant target to achieve. When you get your blood pressure checked, pay attention to this one. It needs to be checked in both arms with the appropriate size blood pressure cuff without clothes between that cuff and your skin. If it is not done that way, it is not being checked correctly. Both arms.
I just had a physical, a couple of weeks ago, and it was only in one arm. Wow.
Have that doctor give me a call. I'll tell them the way it should be done.
Like, go ahead on. Well, hey, she said, she has spoken. The doctor has
Your
spoken.
life's at stake here. Make sure it's done the right way.
Yes, Doc, thank you very much. Well, guess who's visiting the East Coast? Melissa Don is here with a look at the latest headlines, and it's good to see you, my friend.
Hello, DeMarco, Eva, Dr. Jen with those very good advice, telling us for GMA here being with you all. So cool to see the studio like in real life.
It's good having you here, too. Yeah.
That was a crazy game last night.
Crazy game.
Oh, my gosh.
It was a good weekend for fantasy football, at least for me. Thank you, Melissa. So good to have you in person. And there's much more ahead here on GMA3 on this Tuesday. What the senior senator from Minnesota is calling a victory for seniors, patients, and all taxpayers.
All right, we're back now with America's favorite doctor, Dr. Jen, and there's a new study out that says women may be less likely to receive bystander CPR in public places more than men.
That is correct, and it is a further reinforcement of previously published data that show the same thing. This latest one was a study done in North America, and again, we have talked here about out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, bystander CPR, the use of hands-only CPR, where you do not need to perform mouth-to-mouth, the use of an AED or defibrillator, which are now everywhere. Despite all of this, despite all of these great stories and headlines and access, women still less likely to receive assistance from a bystander when they drop dead in a public place compared to men.
That is crazy.
Yes, it is.
But why?
Well, the big issue, and this makes sense, has to do with, social issues, shame, anatomy, not wanting to disrobe someone or expose someone. Because remember, again, if you have to apply the pads for a defibrillator, you need to cut away the clothing, you need to open a bra, you need to do chest compressions right in between the breasts on the sternum.
But when it comes to life and death, that needs to go out the door.
Correct, DeMarco. That is so important. And I have said this before. I used to say it to interns and medical students in the hospital, and I've said it on the air. You have a chance to save a life. You do not need to have any initials after your name. Don't let fear or embarrassment or anatomy, anything, stand in your way. The person is already dead. All you can do is help. And we don't want someone to be embarrassed because of the anatomy to do that.
Very well said, Doc. Thank you very much. We're back in a moment.
Kudos to them.
Good to see it. All right, we're back now with Dr. Jen taking questions from our viewers. And the first question right here is, are there any risks milk?
Risks, big time, you guys. Remember, when you're talking about raw cow's milk, you're talking about milk that has not been pasteurized. That's the process that, yes, DeMarco, that is an appropriate face. That is the process that kills the bacteria, some parasites, viruses, that even if the cows are raised in the most pristine environment, their milk can and does contain a lot of things that can make us humans very sick. Yeah, that is not a good idea. There really is no benefit. So regular old pasteurized dairy milk is nutritionally very good.
The way to
Inspired by our upcoming segment with the founders of Home Edit on the benefits of decluttering. And you and I are all about this. I love this. It improves mood. Yes, it does. It makes us feel instant gratification,
is so wonderful.
yes, and satisfaction and organization, and therefore can boost our productivity and focus for people who are side like we do. And it actually can increase our ability to process information. So just the act of removing clutter, things that are not serving us mentally or physically.
cleanest dressing room in the building.
Not me.
Right over here. Right over here. You see him right here. Give it up. Give it up.
I'm trying to get them to remove previous clutter out of my room. I want it all gone. Everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, just get rid of it. Go.
And she's the same way at home with her husband and her daughter.
I was when my kids were Ella's age, I used to get out a trash bag and I used to say, if you have toys or clothes on the floor, that must mean you do not want them. I will give them to someone who does. Pick them up or I am tossing them. And they knew I meant business.
Yeah.
Mommy dearest.
Yeah.
You don't want to organize that clutter? We're going to shove it behind the door.
Okay, I'm glad I'm a grown man now. Well, hit us up on Instagram with all of your medical questions for Dr. Jen at ABC GMA3. Still to come, that was a clip from comedian Gary Goldman's HBO special, The Great Depression.
Now Gary is opening up even more about his early life with his new memoir, Misfit. Now, the hilarious Gary Goldman.
Gary!
Thank you. I'm honored to be back on the show. Thank you so much for having me.
So I'm really curious because this book is filled with so many memories of yours.
For the years, but the book is truth.
So talking about truth, you know, you speak very openly about a lot of people and things from that period of your life. Did you have a hard time, you know, deciding who to include? Should we change anyone's name? Does someone want to? It's another good reason to always be nice, right? You never know when someone's going to write a book. You don't want to find yourself in a book in 10 or 20 years.
They didn't know.
And another reason to pick up this book, because now I want to read all of this.
Iron books.
Oh, his memory is good.
That is really, we all could use a memory like that.
What a pleasure.
And that is what you need to know for this Tuesday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. I'm Eva Pilgrim.
And I'm DeMarco Morgan.
And I'm Dr. Jen Ashton.
For all of us here at ABC News, have a wonderful day. And remember, more in 4 as in season 4.